So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. May. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Down the sideline he goes. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown, Romeo Doubs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run with his second-year man. This is Bayshaw Tootin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
11, 11, 13, play action. It's Lawrence. His throw incomplete. The Jaguars are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From out of the gun, they run with Tootin. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And he fires one incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Patriots defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stopped him for no gain.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter from 4 yards out. And the Jags are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And the Jags get to it as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
To throw, it's May. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Borregales now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14. Jaguars 7.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lawrence. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 19. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On the return is Jones. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. And it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
47-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
If you look at this Jaguar defense, they're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
On play action, May. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air, May. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. From the shotgun, it's May. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Looking to throw, May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, Mike.
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 122 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Throwing here is May. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there. That'll be second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw with May. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's May. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Henderson running straight ahead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Jaguars' 14-yard line.
Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, May with it. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And this one is right through. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And Thomas has it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Hey, Lion, 11, 11.
Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up fourth down. They're going for it with Tootin. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go. Hey, Saint right. 11, Agate.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
In motion right, Dobbs.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
They set up the screen for Henderson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England solid first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 148 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, some strong running. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
To throw, it's May. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Douglas, the man in motion. A give for Henderson running to the right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Henderson going to run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Once more with Tootin. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely loved what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Off the play fake. Here's May.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Henderson.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. But this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
203 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Henderson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Travion Henderson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Jaguars 7.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 1st down, back to Tootin. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 3. Up the middle, it's Tootin.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Running straight ahead with Tootin.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Patriots 39.
Out of the gun, it's Tootin.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Tootin.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought.